Welcome to BFM News at 12. I'm Seo Yoon. HomePlus, which entered corporate rehabilitation procedures due to management failures by its major shareholder, MBK Partners, has faced a critical moment as suppliers began pulling out, but has since managed to stabilize. Major food companies such as CJ 제일제당 and 농심 had continued their deliveries without interruption. Moreover, after resuming payment on trade receivables with available cash of 300 billion won the previous day, Otdugi, a food company, decided to restart its deliveries, which had been temporarily suspended. Other suppliers who had suspended deliveries due to concerns over unpaid balances are closely monitoring whether HomePlus financial actions are sustainable before deciding whether to resume their deliveries. Despite the start of the new semester, university campuses remain unsettled due to ongoing protests, both for and against the president's impeachment. Schools are now working on measures to prevent conflict caused by involvement of outsiders. Anti-impeachment protests have been taking place near universities nationwide, revealing divisions among students. The presence of outsiders carrying national flags at protest sites has further intensified the unrest. Some universities have already experienced clashes due to external interference. Seoul National University is considering implementing mandatory protest notification system, while other universities are taking steps to regulate protests on campus. However, with over 5 universities holding a pro- and anti-impeachment demonstrations this week alone, tensions on campuses are expected to continue. In local news, Busan has been selected as a project operator and signature attraction like the Gwangali Fireworks Festival. In international news, French President Emmanuel Macron has announced plans to discuss using France's nuclear weapons to protect European allies from Russia's threat. The European Union is accelerating its rearmament efforts, unveiling a large-scale plan to strengthen its defense capabilities. The plan involves 800 billion euros, over 1,200 trillion won, from 27 member states. Germany, head of leadership change, is set to allocate over 1,000 trillion won in a special budget to expand its military capabilities and boost the economy. With the US adopting a more isolationist stance, Europe is ramping up efforts to secure its own defense. Now here's a weather update for Busan today. Today, Busan will be mostly sunny, but clouds will increase in the afternoon. The temperature is currently 9 degrees. The daytime high is expected to be 11 degrees in Busan. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Kimberly An. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Spring is such a fantastic time for fresh vegetables. With winter finally behind us, it's the perfect moment to enjoy those tender greens that are just beginning to be harvested. You can look forward to finding 냉이, 쑥, and some seasonal treats like 취나물 at your local grocery store. Today, we're going to talk about spring greens, 봄나물. It's Friday, March 7th, 2025, and this is Midday Mate. Let's get started!
morning, going out on the town, doing anything just to get you off of my mind. But when the morning comes, I'm right back where I started again. And trying to forget you is just a waste of time. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. All day long, wearing a mask of false bravado, trying to keep up a smile that hides a tear. But as the sun goes down, you get that empty feeling again. How I wish to God that you were here. Baby, come back. Oh, baby. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Now that I put it all together, give me the chance to make you see. Have you used up all the love in your heart? Nothing left for me. Nothing left for me. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. Listen, baby, you can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. I was wrong, and I just can't live.
And that was Baby Come Back by Player, a staple of soft rock radio. Baby Come Back exemplifies what would later be known as yacht rock, which is mellow, sophisticated music. Nicholas Nispodziani of the band Yacht Rock Review said Baby Come Back is a crowd pleaser. He said, quote, Baby Come Back is such a great tune melodically, and emotion of it really connects with people. I notice that when we do it, there's something undeniably charming about it, and it still works for those dudes all these years later, end quote. Hello everyone, we're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I am your host, Kimberly. We have lots of people in our YouTube live stream. Hello, hello. We have Juliet-님, Sungmin Park-님, Benny-님, Poon-님, and lots of others. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Friday afternoon. So what is coming up on the show for today? In hour number 1, we'll have Listomania, where we introduce various kinds of lists. And for today, we'll be focusing on Korean spring greens, 한국의 봄나물. Because it is now the beginning of spring and it is getting warmer, so we can enjoy these spring greens now. After that, we'll have Weekend Haps. Jeff keeps us up to date with all the things happening in and around Busan, and he'll be in the studio soon for that. In hour number 2, we have today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day, followed by bite-sized banter, where we have daily fun conversation with a theme with Andrew. After Bite-Sized Banter, we will have our last segment of Don't Make a Scene for the movie Minions this week, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. After that, we'll end the show with Favorites in One's POV, point of view, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And I'll be checking all of your messages throughout the show, and everyone's saying hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a good Friday so far. It's only 12 p.m. so far. Yikes. And now, our question of the day and text topic. It is, what is your favorite spring greens? So we're talking about 봄나물 today, right? So which one is your favorite? 가장 좋아하는 봄나물은 무엇인가요? And if you don't know any right now on the top of your head, stay tuned because we will be discussing them in Listomania. So if you don't know any answer yet, just listen and we'll be able to inform you on some. Again, 가장 좋아하는 봄나물은 무엇인가요? Go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you 101. Or we also have our Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of your app stores. You can download our app, listen to our programs, and also leave us comments after logging in. And now I'll be right back with Listomania after the song. Here is Running in the Night by FM 84 featuring Ollie Ride.
I used to be the one. I used to be your getaway dreamer. I couldn't get enough, thinking that we would last forever. Don't know what you're thinking of, slipping further out of reach. To the edge of town we could go, away from all the world to see. You were wild trying to set yourself free. I didn't see the signs right in front of me. Oh, I'm running in the night so soon. I got nothing left to lose. I'm leaving it all behind. Running in the night with you. I won't let you get away again. We can see it through till the end. But whatever we do, I'm running in the night with you. I used to be the one. I used to be your place to land. Under the shadows, into the palm of my hand. You're always changing the situation. Just when we found paradise, you're always shutting down my conversation. I can never read your mind. Oh, I'm running in the night so soon. I got nothing left to lose. I'm leaving it all behind. Running in the night with you. I won't let you get away again. We can see it through till the end.
Welcome back. That was Running in the Night by FM 84 featuring Ollie Ride. And now it is time for Listomania, where we're going to introduce various kinds of lists. The early weeks of spring in the mountains and fields of Korea bring a treasure trove of edible plants. These greens are packed with nutrients and add amazing flavors to your meals. In Korean texts, these plants are referred to as 나물 instead of just saying that they are vegetables. So now let's go into the world of Korean spring greens. 한국의 봄나물. Up first for Listomania, we have 냉이. 냉이. In English, the translation is shepherd's purse. 냉이 is one of the first greens to pop up as the winter fades in Korea, bringing with it a rich, earthy aroma. Both its white roots and small green leaves are edible. You can blanch the roots until they're soft and pair them with doenjang, or also known as soybean paste, or toss them into a doenjang soup, also known as doenjangjigae, with sweet little neck clams, 대합조개, which are also in season. 냉이 makes a fantastic pesto and goes great with meats. You can find 냉이 from late winter to mid-spring. And if you don't know what 냉이 actually is and you're on our YouTube live stream, you can see the picture of 냉이 right here. Thank you. Very nice and big. So yes, they have the white roots and the small green leaves there, and you can eat the whole thing. Yes. Up at number 2, we have 쑥. 쑥, which is called mugwort in English, is another sign that spring is on its way. This herb has a slightly bitter taste, and its leaves are bright green on one side, while the other is covered in a fine little silver fuzz. It gives off a unique scent that reminds you of celery, eucalyptus, and even sage. You'll often see locals out gathering wild 쑥 during this time. It's used in traditional medicine for boosting circulation and warming the body. In the kitchen, 쑥 is often added to doenjang soups, also known as doenjangjjigae as we said earlier, or made into fragrant rice cakes like 떡. You can also batter and fry it for a crunchy treat as well. And you know, over at Sonjeongcheon, over in Songjong, I see lots of people during the spring and this time out and picking up the wild 쑥 there. I've always walked across that like little cheon, the Sonjeongcheon, and we would see like elderly people picking it, and I would ask them, 뭐 뽑으세요? And then they're like, 쑥이야, 여기 쑥 먹을 수 있어. 줄까? And I was like, oh, it's okay. But yes, we can find wild 쑥 also out and about. So that was number 2. And this one is my favorite 봄나물. And number 3 is 두릅. I love 두릅. And it's so sad that we can only get it during the spring, and it's only for such a short period of time for 두릅. In English, it's called Aurelia alata shoots. 두릅 is also often called the king of spring. It's a mildly bitter and aromatic vegetable. It's unique because it's the only 봄나물 harvested from tree branches. While the bark and roots of the 두릅 tree are dried for medicinal use, the young shoots are sought after for their delicious, slightly bitter, grassy flavor. You can find wild 두릅, which has a stronger taste, but most of it is now grown in greenhouses. Typically, 두릅 is enjoyed lightly blanched and served with a vinegared gochujang dip, which is 초고추장, and its texture is similar to that of a blanched asparagus. I love it. On our YouTube live stream, we have raw 두릅 here, and then we have blanched 두릅 over here. Yum. It's so good. I was visiting my aunt over in, I forget, the little island right next to Busan here, starting with the Kiok. I went there, and then she said, we went up this mountain, and then she said, there's so many 두릅 plants here, and that we can go and actually pick it later on too, but it wasn't out yet. But it was, yes, 거제도. In 거제도, there's this like little mountain area. We can go up and drive there. And then I saw all of the branches and like the shoots, but there's no actual 두릅 on top of the branch. But it's so yummy. I love 두릅. And maybe it is because it reminds me of asparagus. But I love it with some 초고추장. Yum. Next up at number 4, we have 돈나물, also called stringy stone crop. 돈나물, also known as stringy stone crop, is a leafy succulent that thrives in rocky soil. In spring, you might spot it covering stone walls. The young stems and leaves are juicy, tender, and sweet, making 돈나물 one of the mildest spring greens around. It's perfect for eating raw, whether tossed in salads or added to 물김치 for that fresh, crunchy texture. And I don't think I've ever had 돈나물 before. When I was reading this, I was like, I don't think I've ever had it because I don't really eat 물김치 and I don't really eat many Korean salads also, but maybe. Who knows? But 돈나물 is also a very popular 봄나물 that is up and rising now in the spring. Up at number 5, we have 달래, which is also known as the Korean wild chive. This is another spring green that looks and tastes a lot like regular chives. The small white bulbs at the bottom of the slender green stems have a scallion-like flavor, while the stems themselves have a chive-like taste with a hint of garlic and a bit of spice. It's delicious raw in salads with a splash of soy sauce and pairs perfectly with grilled meats. Koreans frequently toss it into soups and stews as well. So we have 달래, and it looks really like a skinnier type of chive, and we make it into little salads right there when we can eat it also with some grilled meat. Yummy. Up at number 6, we have 취나물, which is called aster skibber. 취나물 is a leafy veggie found in mountainous and field areas. It features heart-shaped, slightly fuzzy leaves. While it's not commonly eaten raw due to its tougher texture, it's often dried for storage and rehydrated before cooking. With a mildly bitter, nutty, and grassy taste, 취나물 is a favorite spring 반찬, or side dish. It's typically blanched and sautéed in sesame oil or perilla seed oil, along with garlic and green onions, then seasoned with some 간장, which is some soy sauce. And yes, I've never actually seen raw 취나물 before, but I would always go to the market and buy dried 취나물. And then you would have to put it in water and have it soak, I don't know, like overnight or for a few hours. And then we can wash it again and then toss it and make it our little nice 반찬. And it's a lot darker than the pictures that we have up here. I think this is with actual not dried 취나물, but really with the dried 취나물, it comes out a little bit darker than that color. And lastly, we have a favorite that many people love, and it is 미나리, which is water parsley. Another favorite spring green in Korean cuisine is 미나리. This water parsley has a slightly bitter flavor that adds a unique touch. It's commonly found in 나물, which is a seasoned vegetable dish, and also in some 파전, a savory pancake loaded with green onions and other vegetables. 미나리 also shines in salads and as a garnish for soups and stews. And I remember when my mom came to visit Korea in 2023, and she loves 미나리. And I feel like back in Maryland, there's not much 미나리, or if they do have it, it's very expensive. So she's unable to eat it a lot. So when she came here, she made everything with 미나리. She made 미나리 전, she made 미나리 나물, she made 미나리 everything. But it was so delicious. Same thing with turup. She also likes turup, but we can't really find it in Maryland. So when she came to Korea that time, she ate it so much. Yum. And there's another picture on our YouTube live stream. There is 미나리 with some, I believe it looks like samgyeopsal, but it looks so delicious there. Spring greens are more than just seasonal ingredients in Korea. They're a cherished part of the country's culinary and cultural heritage. For generations, Koreans have foraged for these nutritious plants, incorporating them into home-cooked meals that celebrate the changing of the seasons. Whether blanched, sautéed, or even enjoyed raw, each of these greens offers a unique flavor and health benefits. They're not just side dishes. However, they're a way to connect with nature and tradition. If you visit a local market in spring, you'll likely see these fresh greens neatly bundled and ready to take home. Farmers and vendors take pride in offering the best seasonal produce, and many home cooks eagerly wait for their arrival each year. Trying these greens is a great way to experience the flavors of Korea's springtime. So, if you get the chance, be sure to sample these 봄나물 while they're in season. You might just find a new favorite. And that was our Listomania for today for Korean spring greens, 한국의 봄나물. And I hope you're able to try some as they come more along. Now let's take a song break. Here is Sitting, Waiting, Wishing by Jack Johnson.
I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. But Lord knows that this world is cruel, and I ain't the Lord, no, I'm just a fool. And loving somebody don't make them love you. Must I always be waiting, waiting on you? Must I always be playing, playing your fool? I sang your songs, I danced your dance, I gave your friends all a chance. Putting up with them wasn't worth never having you. Oh, maybe you've been through this before, but it's my first time, so please ignore the next few lines, 'cause they're directed at you. I can't always be waiting, waiting on you. I can't always be playing, playing your fool. I keep playing your part, but it's not my scene. Want this plot to twist, I've had enough mystery. Building it up, but then you're shooting me down. But I'm already down, just wait a minute. Just sit and wait it. Just wait a minute. Just sit and wait it. If I was in your position, I'd put down all my ammunition. I'd wonder why it taken me so long. But Lord knows that I'm not you, and if I was, I wouldn't be so cruel, 'cause waiting on love ain't so easy to do. Must I always be waiting, waiting on you? Must I always be playing, playing your fool? No, I can't always be waiting, waiting on you. I can't always be playing, playing your fool. Fool.
Welcome back, listeners. You just listened to Sitting, Waiting, Wishing by Jack Johnson, and I'm your host, Kimberly, and you are listening to Midday Mate. Again, for our question of the day and text topic, it is, what is your favorite spring green? 가장 좋아하는 봄나물은 무엇인가요? And we have four answers that I wanted to share with you. First is from 만학도 영어님 saying, 제가 좋아하는 봄나물은 엄나무입니다. 살짝 데쳐서 초장에 쌈 싸 먹으면 향긋하니 얼마나 맛있게요. Oh, I've never heard of 엄나무, but it does sound delicious because I do like things that are blanched and then with our 초장. Yum. We have Benny Neem here saying, for me, I would like to try 달래, which is the Korean wild chive, and 돈나물, the stringy stone crop. But I love some water spinach, which is kangkong, and ampalaya, which is bitter gourd in Filipino. Nice. There are so many different types of spring greens out there, and it's not just to Korea, but I'm sure that there are spring greens in every different type of country also. We have Juliet Nim saying, 저요, me. 냉이 and 달래 are my favorite. Actually, I cooked 전 with them yesterday. The smell of spring was so good. Nice. I also would like to have some delicious 봄나물전. It sounds so yummy. And our last message here is from 인수님 from Kakao saying, my favorite 봄나물 is 쑥. And I also have 쑥 떡 sometimes too, and it's so yummy and 쫀득쫀득해, and it's so delicious. It's like spring all in my mouth. Well, for the others, go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050, and it'll only cost you 101. Or you can also reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us and send in your messages for free. And lastly, we do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now we'll be right back with our Fridays segment. And it is time for Weekend Haps, where Jeff keeps us up to date with all the things happening in and around Busan. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing today?
Not bad. Just waiting for it to get a little bit warmer.
Yes, but it is getting a little warmer, little by little.
Little by little.
But next week, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, let's hope so.
After Tuesday's rain.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. And I hope you are looking forward to the weekend also.
Yeah, always looking forward to the weekend. It's a good time to relax, rest, recuperate, and get ready for another week.
Yes, all the R&Rs there. So what news do we have for today?
Okay, well, as you've been talking about spring food, and we're going to talk about spring flowers.
I love spring flowers.
Yeah, and they're coming soon. So the report has been put out for the spring flowers to begin blooming just in a few short weeks around the country. This year, flowers are expected to bloom early than the historical averages. Some places up to almost 10 days to 2 weeks ahead.
Whoa.
So we're going to look at a couple of projected blooming dates for forsythia and azaleas. We looked at the cherry blossoms before.
Right.
But also forsythia and azaleas also come out this time of year. So we're going to look at those blooming dates and when they're supposed to start coming out. So forsythia, which is 개나리 in Korean, if you know what it is.
개나리?
Yeah. They start early. So we're going to look at some dates around the country just in case you're planning to travel around. So you can kind of maybe figure out when you want to go.
Yes, catch them.
Yeah. So the earliest, as usual, starts in Seogwipo, which is March 14th. And Busan and Daegu is March 15th. Pohang and Gwangju is March 16th. Jeonju and Gangneung are March 17th, Tongyeong on March 18th, Yeosu on the 19th, Daejeon and Cheongju on the 20th, Suwon and Seoul on the 22nd, Incheon on the 23rd, and Chuncheon on March 31st.
Wow, so it's starting as early as next Friday.
Yeah.
In Jeju, and then next Saturday for us here in Busan.
Yeah.
But again, this is when they're starting to bloom, right? But not
Starting to come out.
Yeah, starting to come out, but they're not at full strength yet. So maybe a
Right.
few days after.
No, they actually, because there's usually a lot of azalea festivals usually towards the end of the month and into April. There's some really beautiful ones if you go into Gyeongnam province. Some really beautiful places out there because it's all a lot of it is in the mountains as well. So yeah, really good places to go check out this spring. We'll be updating you more on the festivals that are coming up in the next couple of weeks as well.
Yes. So those are the dates for 개나리. What about the dates for 진달래?
Chindale, which are azaleas. Again, kind of similar dates. Some are a little bit earlier than the forsythia, but we'll go through this list as well. Seogwipo, also again on the 13th. There's actually kind of, you'll be surprised, some of the dates are a little bit different than the forsythia. So like some of them for the other places start a little bit earlier. Like they have a little bit kind of strange dates. So as an example, Yeosu was on the 19th for forsythia, but they're actually on the 16th for azaleas, as well as Busan. Busan, Yeosu, and Pohang on the 16th. Tongyeong on the 17th. Gangneung on the 19th. Daejeon and Seoul on the 20th. Jeonju, Daegu, and Incheon on the 21st. Cheongju on March 22nd. Gwangju on March 23rd. Suwon on the 25th. And Chuncheon on the 26th.
Wow. So soon enough, we'll see some 진달래 also blooming.
Yeah.
We're going to add some color back into our lives, everyone.
That is one of my favorite things. Like, I don't know if you're like me, but my mood changes in the winter where it's almost like a little bit of depression.
Oh, no.
Like I don't know if it's depression, but it's just, I don't like to see just, I mean, if you look out the window right now, it just looks bland.
A
Like
bit
it's
gloomy.
brown. I like green. I like flowers.
That pop of color.
Yeah.
Very nice. And we have here Juliet Neem saying that she was curious about the blooming season, so thank you for letting her know.
Oh, good. Glad I could help out.
Good. Let's keep going. What is up next?
Okay, the Busan International Film Festival, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, has announced that they're going to be coming out on a larger scale this year and an expanded budget and promising an impressive lineup of 230 films this year.
Wow.
Yeah, so according to the BIF office, they held a meeting last month and they've added 13 billion won for this year's festival. So the budget this year is 13 million for this year's festival and 3.5 billion for the film market. So this year's edition is actually going to be held earlier this year, little bit earlier. It's actually, I think it's the first time it's actually being held in September.
Oh, I see.
So it's held from September 17th to the 26th, though it's actually about 2 to 3 weeks early.
Oh, so
than
before
normal.
the Chuseok madness happens.
And this is why, because Chuseok is actually somewhat earlier this year, but there's also the National Sports Festival, which is happening in October, so they've actually moved the dates up, and it is like 2 to 3 weeks earlier than normal.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that should be quite interesting. The official invitations this year has risen to 230, up from last year's 224. And one of the notable changes this year is the introduction of the tentatively named main competition section, which aims to showcase an Asian premiere section. So this section will have more flexible regulations compared to global film festivals like Cannes and Berlin, which prioritize world premieres. They're also considering reviving Forum BIF, which was discontinued in 2022. The event invites local and international experts to engage in discussions on various industry topics. Now, I've been to those before, and it was actually quite interesting. I forget his name. I forget his first name, but I know his family name is Blum, and he's a very famous Hollywood producer and does a lot of the. I don't want to say, I don't know if they're kind of like horror, but you know, like those like teen horror movies that were kind of done back then. I think maybe his name was Michael, but yeah, he was really interesting to listen to.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting BIF this year. We'll see what happens. So who knows?
Yes. If you are interested, that will be later in September this year, September 17th to 26th, everyone.
Yeah. Moving along, the city of Busan, in collaboration with the Busan Development Institute, released the results of the 2024 Busan Welfare Status Survey. So this survey aims to provide data for policy development by analyzing citizens' welfare awareness, service utilization, and living conditions. So key findings of this, these may surprise a few people. So welfare awareness and policy priorities. So health support at 47.3% received the highest satisfaction among welfare services, while adult care ranked as the most important area of need, which makes sense because of the age.
Yes.
The most critical policy support needs by generation were the youth were looking for employment support, middle-aged people are looking for economic support, and the elderly are looking for medical support.
Which all make pretty much sense.
Yeah. Employment and household economy. 68.3% of households reported participation in economic conditions, with most workers being full-time employees at almost 90%. The average annual household income in 2024 was 45.96 million won.
Wow.
With total assets estimated at 114.69 million won, which excludes residents. 43.7% of respondents were satisfied with their income level, while 16.2% expressed dissatisfaction.
I could see why.
Which part are you in?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
with my income level.
Okay. 64% of respondents rated their physical health as good, while 15.4% reported having chronic illnesses, with hypertension being the most common condition. 63.2% of households were satisfied with their current housing, with an average residence period of 9.2 years. The most common housing types, this is kind of interesting, were 57% of people lived in apartments. Single-family homes were 18.4%, and office tels were 8.8%. Family and caregiving, 47.2% of households expressed overall satisfaction with family life. Surprising. So it seems a little low.
It does seem a bit low.
Yeah, the biggest challenge in adult family care was the economic burden, and with most needing support being meal services and healthcare services. Quality of life, community awareness received an average score of 3.5 out of 5, which was an increase from 0.85. 56.3% of respondents were satisfied with their overall quality of life, where 6.1% were unsatisfied.
I see.
Seems a little, I don't know. I guess the majority, are just like meh.
Yeah, I guess so.
About 30-40% are just like, I guess, okay. So I'm surprised there was only 6.1% dissatisfied.
I'm pretty surprised at that one as well. But maybe it's also because of the people who are actually taking part of the survey.
Yeah, so they surveyed 2,200 people over August and September last year, so maybe they need a larger number.
Maybe. Well, wow, lots of information and facts there, but let's take a little quick song break. Here is Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
And welcome back, listeners. That was Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And you're listening to Midday Mate. And we're in the middle of our segment, Weekend Haps with Jeff. And we talked about a bit about our news here, but we're going to skip to some events that are happening in Busan first.
Yeah. So let's find out what's going on this weekend. Music-wise, the Busan Philharmonic Orchestra is performing tonight, the final of a two-part concert. It's the 618th subscription concert with performances by violinist Choi Song-ha and Yoo Da-yoon. As well, at the Cultural Center is the Busan City Symphony Orchestra, also completing their third night of special concerts. Tomorrow night at the Busan Cultural Center, An Soo-bin, the popular cellist, is joined by pianist Jung Min-kwan for a special recital. Kind of interesting. So I saw the poster for this event, and I looked and I'm like, I know her.
Oh.
Yeah, like she looked really familiar. And then I kind of realized, and I looked in my Kakao, and I have actually her number in my Kakao. I used to teach her English years ago.
Wow.
When she was a high school student.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
I thought that was kind of neat.
The
She was a
world.
really good kid. Like when she was a student, she was a really nice girl. She was really because I remembered she was a cellist, and she went to like a specialized high school. So
And there
always good
is
to see.
the poster, everyone.
Yeah.
Can't believe what a small world.
Yeah, because you remember I told you like I had students who were also involved in like K-pop and things like that as well. So yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a really good cellist. I remember that. She's a really good girl. So go check her out.
Yes.
And enjoy her concert. Moving along, also at the Cultural Center this weekend on Sunday, Alexei Lebedov, the Russian pianist, performs a recital featuring music from Beethoven and Chopin. That's Sunday at 5 p.m. Events-wise, we have one more. There's also the, what is it called? The Marriage of Figaro at the Gumjeong Cultural Center, Gumbit Nuri Hall, which is a popular opera, which is in town for two performances on Saturday, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Events-wise, only a few this weekend. So we have 3 events going on at Bexco. We have the Busan Housing Interior Expo, which is the Lighting and Housing Interiors, the Home Living and Living Goods exhibition, also going on through Sunday. And then starting today, I believe, and going on through Monday is the through next Tuesday, is the this is a long one, Spring Excellent Small and Medium Enterprise and Agricultural Specialty Products Gift Fair.
Wow, long title.
Yeah. So that is going on through next Tuesday. And then also the drone show this weekend goes back to its regular schedule from 8 to 10, or at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. With this week's theme of Wake Up the Sleeping Spring.
Ooh, wake up the sleeping spring.
It
So
seems
go
to be
ahead.
the theme today.
Spring, 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 spring.
Yeah.
So now, those were the events that are happening around Busan this weekend. Let's go back to some news.
Okay, so this is actually a little bit surprising and a little bit concerning.
Okay.
In a way. So there's always been the talk of the birth rate in Korea and how low it's been and how it's like the lowest in the OECD. We're really starting to see the effects of this now. So the number of school-aged children in Busan this year is projected to just be above 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so it highlights the urgent need for special measures to prevent the collapse of local communities and public education systems. So according to data from the Ministry of Education, 20,005 children are expected to enter first grade in Busan in 2025. And projections for next year, they're not even expected to get 20,000. Yeah, so the decline in school-aged children in Busan has been dramatic. In 2000, the city had 47,941 school-aged children. And it's more than halved.
Oh, my.
Yeah, just in 2023, the number was at 23,622, and last year it decreased by another 2,700. Now, again, this issue is not just unique to Busan. The nationwide, the number is expected to be 356,258, which is a 21.8% decrease, and almost 100,000 fewer than 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so the numbers are really staggering. So Jeollabuk-do saw the largest decline in student enrollment over the past 10 years with a 36.6% decrease, followed by Gyeongbuk with 33% and Gyeongnam with nearly 32%. So yeah, it's a problem.
It is. Actually, I did speak with I have a student, and they live over in like the Shindoshi area, and he went into elementary school last year, so now he's in second grade. But when he went into first grade, he only had 2 classes for his whole grade. And usually, a long time ago, there would be at least like 9 different classes per grade, right? And he also said that there's only 18 students in his class and 18 students in the other class. So there was only a total of 36 new first graders at that school last year. I don't know what the new number is for this year, but it is decreasing a lot.
There was one school I know that had 0 students for their opening ceremony.
This year?
Yeah, and then another school that had 1.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
What are we supposed to do then?
Yeah, nationwide, 49 elementary and middle and high schools are scheduled to close this year, including 2 in Busan, 2 elementary schools due to declining student numbers. So, yeah, it's quite serious.
So a lot of schools have been shutting down for the same reason over the past few years also, right? Wow. So it is coming into, we always talk about like the birth rate is decreasing, but it's actually coming into fruition actually in our school systems now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's only going to get worse. I mean, this year they actually did have a higher birth rate for the first time in 9 years, which is good. But, I mean, you have to start thinking what's the effects of this are going to really happen, I mean, for when these students get to be working age.
Right.
It's going to, like, affect the Social Security.
And the whole nation.
Yeah, I mean, it'll affect the Army. It'll affect everything.
Right.
So, yeah, it's quite a problem.
Well, as you just mentioned, the little silver lining, the birth rate did go up this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll steadily go up as we do feel that there's this tension.
Yeah. I mean, there was actually an article out this week that I saw. It was like somewhere in Korea. I forget where it was. It was like they'll offer you 25 million won to date and get married. I mean, these are the kind of like things that the government is trying to do, like anything.
Trying to push us to.
Trying to push people to.
I see.
To have more kids and to get married. Because, I mean, the marriage rates have also like gone from like 27, like 10 or 20 years ago to like 35, 36 when people are getting married now. So.
Whew, well, that was a lot of news and events that are happening here in Busan. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Yeah, and if you want to check out this weekend, I'm putting out the Seoul festivals for what's going to happen this year. Like the major Seoul festival schedule is out. So I'll be putting that out on my website on Sunday. Tomorrow, we're talking about a story. The Kim Hae Fountain has opened. So if you're interested in information about that, come check out my website at hapskorea.com.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone, that's the end of our first hour. I'll be right back at 1 p.m. after this song, so don't go too far. Here is Thunder by Imagine Dragons.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder.
Thunder, 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 thunder,
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star. They say you're basic, they say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds.
thunder, 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 thunder,
Thunder, thunder, thunder, thunder,
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder. thunder, thunder, thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
Body under a table to protect yourself. When the shaking has stopped, shut off the gas valves and turn off the electricity, and locate your way of exit by opening the doors. If you're coming out of a multi-story building, use the stairs and definitely not the elevators. When outside the building, rush to an open field and cover your head while en route. Finally, tune into a broadcasting channel and keep yourself updated on what's happening and what to do next. But remember, prevention is the best solution. This campaign is brought to you by BFM Busan 영어방송.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
Ain't nothing I can say, nothing I can do. I feel so bad, yeah. I feel so blue. I got to make it right for everyone concerned. Even if it's me, if it means it's me, what's getting burned? 'Cause I could never make you unhappy. I knew the time would come, I'd have to pay for my mistake. I can't blame you for what you're doing to me, girl, even though my heart aches. Your dreams have all come true, just the way you planned them. So I'll just step aside, I'm gonna step aside and lend a helping hand then. 'Cause I could never make you unhappy. No, I couldn't do that, girl. Only wish I could love you so. Makes it so very hard to know. So very hard to know. 'Cause I love you so. So very hard to know.
we just heard So Very Hard to Go by Tower of Power. This song is about a tough goodbye. So Very Hard to Go was the biggest chart hit for Tower of Power, reaching number 17 on the Hot 100 and number 11 on the R&B chart. While the group itself never had a bigger hit, the Tower of Power horn section played on several tracks for other artists that did very well. Among them include Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John, The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News, and Everybody's Everything by Santana. And this song, I feel like it just reminded me, some of the lyrics right now, it's so very hard to go, right? We have here a very dedicated listener, Michael Kim Nim, saying that he has to go back to work after a year-long vacation off of work. Now going back to work next Monday and won't be able to join in on the live show as much as he did before. So Michael Kim Nim, I hope you have a smooth translation. It's so very hard to go, right? Just like the song title that we just listened to. But I hope you have a smooth transition into work and have a great time. Come back and listen to us from time to time. Everyone, we're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I'm your host, Kimberly. And now it is already hour number 2. So what is up next? We're going to go into today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day, followed by bite-sized banter, where Andrew and I just talk non-stop about a fun question. After that, we'll have Don't Make a Scene with the movie Minions, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And we'll then wrap up the show for Favorites in One's POV, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. And again, our question of the day and text topic is, what is your favorite spring green? 가장 좋아하는 봄나물은 무엇인가요? We had lots of people answering earlier in the show, but I don't see any new ones yet. So hopefully our mates will come through and answer some more. We have one from 진리님 here saying, 겨울 내내 시금치 먹고 봄 되면 두릅 꼭 먹어요. 가족에게 먹이고요. Yes, 진리님, my favorite was also 두릅. So see another partner loving 두릅, it makes me feel very happy and nice. I hope you are able to eat lots of 두릅 this spring. Everyone else, go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you 101. Or you can also reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our program and leave us comments after logging in. And now we'll be right back with today's quote after the song. Here is The Car Song by Bruce Roberts.
Up and down and the wheels go round and I put up the top and the wheels won't stop and the seats are red and we'll drive around and the top goes up and the wheels won't stop. I just got me a big new car and I want to drive you home. Well, you seem to be such a pretty young thing. You shouldn't ought to walk it along. No, no, no. If you want, we could make it a night. We could cruise along in the moonlight. If you like it, I could drive you home tonight. And the top goes up and down and the wheels go around and I put up the top and the wheels won't stop and the seats are red and we'll drive around and the top goes up and the wheels won't stop. We can go fast, we can go slow, we can sing along with the radio. If you like it, I could drive you home tonight. La 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 la. I just got me a big new car and I named it after you. If you don't think the engine's hot, well here's what I can do. I can pop it first, pump it down to the floor, and burn out your initials on the street right up to your front door. Let me take you home tonight. Let me drive you home. Drive you home.
come on over here in my car. It's so nice and warm.
I'm not gonna get in that car with you.
come
you
on.
silly fool. I know what you're gonna do to me.
I won't do nothing you won't like.
No, I don't think it's right.
Oh, come on, it's fine.
You
Oh, come on. Sit right here and turn on the key. And once my motor's running, you say yes, 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 yes to me. And let me take you home tonight. Oh, hey. I just got a big red car and I drove right up to you. Well, nobody knows what the inside's like. You're the first one to see it new. Oh, oh, oh. What you say? The moonlight is pretty. I read a postery. Does that mean you'll say yes to me? And let me take you home tonight. And the top goes up and down, and the wheels go around, and we'll put up the top, and the wheels won't stop, and the seats are red, and we'll drive around, and the top goes up, and the seats go down, and the wheels won't stop, and the seats go down. We can go fast, we can go slow, and you can turn the knobs on the radio if you like it. Won't you let me drive you home tonight? Tonight? Whoa, 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 whoa. Won't you let me drive you home tonight? La, 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 la. Whoa, la, la. Oh, won't you let me drive you home tonight? La, 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 la. Come on, la, la, la. Oh, won't you let me drive you home tonight? La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, won't you let me drive you home tonight? La, 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 la. Come on, baby. Oh, won't you let me drive you home tonight? La, 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 la. Drive you home.
I'm not gonna
Won't you
get
let me drive you home?
I don't want to do this.
Oh, I won't.
I don't think it's right.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm not getting in that car with you.
Come on in the car.
You fool.
Come on.
And that was The Car Song by Bruce Roberts. And now it is time for today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day. And our quote for this Friday afternoon is, denying the truth doesn't change the facts. Denying the truth doesn't change the facts. 진실을 부정한다고 팩트가 바꾸지 않습니다. In a time when fake news and misinformation are everywhere, it's crucial to keep in mind that ignoring the truth doesn't change what's actually real. Facts are objective and can be verified. They exist outside of our personal beliefs or opinions, and they form the basis of how we understand the world around us. When we refuse to accept the truth, we're basically shutting our eyes to what's really happening. We might want to overlook facts that are tough to swallow, but that doesn't alter their validity. The earth is round. Climate change is a reality, and vaccines are proven to be safe and effective. These are all backed by solid scientific evidence. Just because we deny them doesn't change the facts. In this age of social media and echo chambers, it's easy to fall into the habit of only believing what fits our views. We often seek out information that confirms our biases and ignore anything that challenges them. This selective approach only keeps us stuck in ignorance. It's kind of like when people have selective hearing also. They only want to hear what they want to hear, and instead we have here selective, understanding and comprehension. So this selective approach will not help us grow and only keep us in ignorance here. Again, the quote is, denying the truth doesn't change the facts. That's why it's so important to stay open-minded and willing to learn. Instead of rejecting uncomfortable truths, we should ask questions, seek reliable sources, and be open to adjusting and changing our perspectives. Growth comes from being able to accept facts even when they challenge our beliefs. When we choose knowledge over denial, we make better decisions for ourselves and for those around us, like our communities. So the next time you come across something that challenges what you believe, take a moment to pause and reflect. Is it based on evidence? Are you considering different perspectives? The truth remains the truth no matter how we feel about it. Being open to facts helps us grow, think critically, and navigate the world with a clearer understanding. Again, the quote is, denying the truth doesn't change the facts. Keep that in mind as you go about your day. And again, the Korean translation was, 진실을 부정한다고 팩트가 바꾸지 않습니다. And that was our quote for today. So let's not, deny the truth because it's not going to change anything. Let's try to grow with it. Now let's take a song break. Here is Sometimes by Britney Spears.
You tell me you're in love with me, like you can't take your pretty eyes away from me. It's not that I don't wanna stay, but every time you come too close I move away. I wanna believe in everything that you say, 'cause it sounds so good. But if you really want me, move slow. There's things about me you just have to know. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, be with you day and night. Maybe all I need is time. I don't wanna be so shy. Every time that I'm alone, I wonder why. Hope that you will wait for me. You'll see that you're the only one for me. I wanna believe in everything that you say, 'cause it sounds so good. But if you really want me, move slow. There's things about me you just have to know. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, be with you day and night. All I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, be with you day and night. Baby, all I need is time. Just hang around and you'll see there's nowhere I'd rather be. If you love me, trust in me, the way that I trust in you. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold you tight, be with you day and night. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, I'll be with you day and night. All I really want is to hold you tight, be with you day and night. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold you tight, I'll treat you right, I'll be with you.
And And welcome back, listeners. You're listening to Midday Mate, and now it is time for bite-sized banter with Andrew.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday. It's just like whenever I hear that, I'm like, there's on the gram, the GIF or the GIF. How do you say GIF or GIF?
I say GIF.
Oh, you are a GIF. There you are. It's like Jeff with the G.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a friend at home who spells his name like that.
Oh,
Sorry,
really?
Jeffrey. All right. How are things today?
Good. I'm looking forward to the weekend, hoping
Always.
it doesn't rain.
Yeah. And just warm weather.
Yes, hopefully. Crossing my fingers.
Get outside. Enjoy the, like we were talking about the other day, the days are longer now. You can spring is in sight.
Yes.
I heard the other day someone talking about cherry blossoms, and I was like, whoa. Slow down. Getting ahead of yourself. But they're just right around the corner. So
Yes, they are.
All right. So for today's question, it involves family, or it could, if you want to change this to a friend or something like that, it's okay. So we're talking about skills and a skill you have learned. So what's a skill you've learned from a family member that you cherish? So when I'm saying you cherish it, it has a place in your heart and it is important to you.
A skill you've learned from a family member or friend that you cherish. 소중한 가족으로부터 배운 기술은 무엇인가요? I've learned a lot of skills from my family members, actually.
Yeah, okay.
But you go first.
I was going to put you right on the spot and be like, oh, really? Well, tell me about it.
No, you go first.
No, so like when I was thinking about this question and, it's like thinking about my family, my dad's side of the family actually is quite big. He has 7 brothers and sisters. So there's 8 children in the family. So, I learned things from aunts and uncles and things like that. My grandmother was really very busy, my dad's mom, where she did quilting, was fantastic at it. Also, she's a fantastic baker and things like that. So I wish I would have acquired those skills from her. Because, making your own blankets and stuff, that'd be pretty neat. But I'd have to say maybe from my dad. My dad's quite handy or he likes to think he is. So it's like, Dad, do you need to call an electrician? I think I can do this. No, I'm just joking. He always really good. Anytime we had something to do around the house, he would fix it. We were building new things in the yard. He is no problem. This is before you could go on the internet and watch NoTube video and download the plans and that kind of stuff. So it was all, someone must have taught him how to do it. So I think I consider myself to be handy as well. So around the house, fixing things. Our sink, there was something wrong. I took the whole sink apart and put it back together.
Wow.
And it still didn't work correctly. But at least I tried, and I got it back and it still worked, but I didn't really fix the issue. But
A for effort.
I would say so. Yes. Go have a chat with my wife, would you please? How about yourself?
For me, definitely when I first saw this question, I was like, the only thing that I really took away that I cherish was learning how to cook from my mom.
Ooh, yeah.
And this happened when I was little from how to make an omelet. That was, I think, the first thing that I learned how to make when I was a kid.
I think is it quite common for the first thing, putting scrambled eggs or crack an egg or something like that? Because I think that may have been something that I learned initially as well.
I think so because you have to chop things and you mix it and then all you do is put it into the fry pan.
Yeah, and it's, it's not like something that's too long either.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Attention span's a big one.
So I learned how to make an omelet from my mom from the very beginning. And then even now when I moved to Korea, I would always FaceTime her and we would video chat and she would teach me how to cook different things.
Oh, that's amazing.
So if you look at my little phone log with her, you can see that there's an hour and 30 minutes video chat because we're cooking together.
Oh.
And then she's always like, oh, show me the stew. Show me the soup. Okay, now put this in. And then she's like, it's like as if she's standing right next to me.
You can't forget, then you talk to your cat.
Yes, and then I say a little meow to my cat also.
Well, that's awesome. Is there one dish or maybe something for baking or anything that you think you really hit on the nail on the head, meaning like you can replicate what she does that you kind of miss from home?
Two things.
Okay.
One thing is her lasagna.
Oh, listen, listeners, I talk about tacos from morning to night. Lasagna, I think, used to be my number one food.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I'd be pretty hard pressed if you had tacos and lasagna in front of me. I'd probably take lasagna.
Me too.
Because it doesn't come around as often.
Mm-hmm. But I make a really good lasagna.
Oh, I do a good lasagna.
We should we should have a battle here.
Ooh, look at Petey Nim's like, yeah.
And Petey Nim should be the judge.
Yeah. he's got no issues with that.
But yes, I can definitely replicate my mom's lasagna. And my husband's like, oh, 장모님, even though your lasagna is good, Kimberly's lasagna is good too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just don't say it too loud.
That one, and also yakbap. Have you heard of yakbap before?
I'm not sure.
It's basically like a lot of, what's it called? It's not rice, but it's the other type of rice. And then you put lots of cinnamon in it, and dates, and walnuts, and pine nuts in it. And it's like what they used to eat a long time ago to get nutrition, like long ago.
Do you mean
days.
like the old snack that's almost looks like a rice blah 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 square?
Oh,
okay, I know what you mean. Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
sticky.
Yeah. So like yakwa and things like that. Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, perfect.
Similar,
Okay. All right.
but
I know what you. I don't know why I didn't. They kind of I blanked on it. I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yes. I make a really good yakbap.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that is like people generally. I always assumed it's something people buy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone was like, "Oh, we made songpyeon at home." I'm like, "Really?" Like the kids make it at kindergarten, but usually you buy at the store, right? Well, okay, interesting.
So a little bit of, lasagna, American food, or not American food, sorry, but American twist, I guess.
Yeah, 'cause I think lasagna in Italy doesn't look the same
Right.
as because
The American lasagna
Yeah.
with the traditional Korean yakbap is
There you
what
go.
I've learned from her and that I cherish a lot.
sounds good to me.
I'm getting hungry.
So if your house breaks, I'll come and fix it, and you can pay me with those foods.
Oh, that's a really good deal.
Hey, sign me up.
So listeners, what's a skill you've learned from a family member that you cherish? Go ahead and share with us. We would love to hear what you have to say. And Andrew, I hope you have a wonderful and restful weekend.
I'll try my best, but I can't
Bye.
make any promises.
Okay, bye. And that was our bite-sized banter segment with Andrew. And the question is, what's a skill you've learned from a family member that you cherish? Again, so Andrew was able to learn how to do little knickknacks and fix things, and I was able to learn how to cook also. And we also did talk about this before, but we're talking more so like hands-on things now too. Benny Neem saying that the skill that Benny Neem learned was to work on Excel and to do different types of coding. And this is for training and inputting some data, and which will be very useful later on in work also. 만화또 영어님 saying, wow, Kimberly 대단해요. 약밥 만들기 어려운데. Really? I feel like it was so easy. It was just annoying to get all of the ingredients, but I think it was fun. I really like it. Maybe I'll bring in some next time. And Julia Nim saying, it's time to go to a cooking contest. That'd be very fun. Yes, again, if you want to answer, go ahead and answer. What's a skill you've learned from a family member that you cherish? And I can read it during our song break, which is up next. Here is Lullaby of Birdland by Diane Reeves.
Lullaby of Birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in a wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye, lullaby, birdland, whisper low. Kiss me sweet and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above. All because we're in love. Ba-do-da-do-be, ba-da-bo-bo-bo-be-be-bo. Beep, 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 bo-beep-beep-doo. Ba-da-do-beep-bo-be. Lady-ba-da-do-do. Little-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ooh, ba-do-bo. Beep, beep, bo-be-do-do-dee-be-do-dee-be-do-dee-be. Lo-do-ba-be-be-be. Sha-ba-da-la-da-do-be-dee-oh. Beep-ba-do-do-be-beep-be-be-oh. Beep-boo-boo-beep-beep-boo-do-beep-boo-bo. Ba-dee-da-do-la-ba-beep-beep-be. Sha-ba-dee-da-do-lo-beep-beep-beep. Beep-ba-beep-ba-do-be-be. Lo-bo-be-be. Sha-boo-be-be-lo-boo-bo-be. Oh, ba-yeah-ba-do-ba-do. Hey. Bo-do-boo-be, bo-do-boo-be-be, ba-bo-lo, ba-dee-bo-boo-lo-ba-be. Booty-booty-booty, ore, bo-do-ba-do-la-boo-be-be-ba-boo-be. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye, lullaby of birdland, whisper low. Kiss me sweet and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the clouds up above. All because we're in love. In love, in love, flying high, flying high, in birdland.
And that was a Lullaby of Birdland by Diane Reeves. And now it is time for Don't Make a Scene, where I introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And again, today will be our last day looking at the scene from the movie Minions. The movie follows Kevin, Stuart, and Bob, who are three adventurous minions on a quest and journey to find the most despicable villain to serve after their species has lived in isolation for far too long. Their journey leads to them to Scarlet Overkill, a stylish and ambitious supervillain who enlists them to steal the Queen of England's crown. And this is part of the movie where Scarlet Overkill is introducing the three minions to her husband, Herb Overkill. On Monday, we learned about the phrase, by the way. By the way. It's a phrase used to introduce a side comment, additional thought, or something slightly unrelated to the main discussion. So say that we're talking about the weather today. By the way, did you know that new cupcake shop opened? It's not about the weather, but it's a side comment about something else. So that's when we can use it. By the way. On Tuesday, we learned about the phrase, how'd it go? How'd it go? It's a casual way of asking how something turned out. So you can say, hey, you had a big party for your son's birthday. How'd it go? Asking how'd it go? How was it? On Wednesday, we learned about the expression, a little bird. A little bird dropped this off today, or you can say, a little bird told me. It's a common phrase meaning I heard it from someone, but I'm not going to say who it was. A little bird. And yesterday, we looked at the expression, that works out. That works out. It means something happened in a way that is beneficial or convenient. And with that, let's play the clip for us one last time for this week.
Here we go. There. By the way, I really like your bear. Herb, my baby.
You know I am. How'd it go? Were you evil?
So evil.
Oh, a little bird dropped this off today. I missed you. H. It's me. I'm the H. Also, there was no bird. Also me.
Herb, seriously, I want to dig up that William Shakespeare so he can see what true writing is. I love it.
Ah, that works out because I love...
Well, I love too. Boys, could you come here, please? Meet my husband, Herb. Inventor, super genius. Fox. Herb, these are the new recruits. Kevin, Stuart, and that cute little one is Bob.
Right on. You guys are crazy little and way yellow, and I dig that. Sweet, man.
Here, Herb is meeting the minions for the first time and immediately approves of their weird and chaotic energy. He says, right on! And I dig that. This phrase is a laid-back way of expressing agreement and enthusiasm. So what does it mean? Right on, right on. Like 오른쪽 on? No. It means I agree, or you can say that's cool. Right on. Or the other phrase was, I dig that. And that means it's a slang of saying, I like that or I appreciate it. Together, they make Herb sound super chill and approving. Right on, I dig that. So why do we relate to this phrase? We all have moments when we just vibe with something and want to express approval. It's a fun way to say you like someone's style, attitude, or idea. It's a relaxed and positive way, and it's full of personality. Right on. I feel like whenever I say right on, I want to always go like this, right? Right on. Examples of when to use it. There is casual approval. You can say, oh, you got a new haircut? Right on. I dig that. Meaning, wow, cool. I really like it. Or when we are agreeing with a plan. We're going to the beach this weekend? Right on. I dig that. I love the beach. I can't wait to go. You're agreeing with the plan that everyone is going through with. Or a complimenting style. 칭찬하는데. That jacket is awesome. Right on. I dig that. However, we can also use the phrases separately, right? Like Herb Overkill in our clip also said, right on, and then he said something, and then saying, I dig that. So right on, again, is used to show agreement or approval. For encouragement, you can say, you finally finished your project? Right on, great job. Or for agreement, you can say, I think we should support local businesses. And you can say, right on, that's important. Or for excitement, you can say, we're going on a road trip this weekend. And you say, right on, that sounds awesome. I'm just getting happier by saying it so many times. Right on. Or you can say, I dig that separately also. It doesn't always have to be together. And again, I dig that is used to express personal appreciation or liking. So again, for complimenting, you can say, I love your new sneakers. And you can say, thanks, I dig bright colors. I dig the bright colors, meaning I like the bright colors. Or appreciating an idea. You can say, this movie has such a unique concept. And then the other person can say, yeah, I dig that. I like the unique concept. Or for showing support, you can say, I want to start painting again, my old hobby. You can say, that's a great idea. I dig that. I dig that. Right on. While both phrases show positivity, right on is more about agreement and encouragement, while I dig that is more so expressing that you just like it. So let's listen to the clip one more time.
Right on, and I dig that.
Right on, I dig that. And at the very end, you hear some thump, 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 thump. That part is when Herb and one of the minions are doing a little handshake there. So that's what it was. So here, Herb Overkill is full of confidence and cool vibes. And this phrase reflects that energy. It's not just about approval, it's about embracing something with enthusiasm. Saying right on and I dig that adds a relaxed, effortless charm to the way we express appreciation. Whether you're supporting a friend, complimenting someone's creativity, or just feeling good about a situation, this phrase brings a sense of warmth and positivity. It's a reminder to celebrate things that make life fun and exciting. So the next time you're feeling the vibe, don't hold back and let people know that you dig it. So now, let us move on to our next song. Here is Right Here by SWV.
Lately there seems to be some insecurity about the way I feel, where I wanna be. But you know what's with you, no one can do the things you do to me. Never to be mistaken, long as it's love we're making. There's gonna be some rain, gonna be the pain. But as long as I know, boy, time will show, our love will grow. And I know love will be right here, be right here, right here, be right here. No fear, have no fear, no tears, love is here. True love, some don't believe in. That's just what I'm giving. I'm gonna keep it strong. I'll be holding on to you. No one can do me like you do. It's true. Sure as the sun is shining, our love will keep on climbing. There's gonna be some rain, gonna be the pain. But as long as I know, boy, time will show, our love will grow. And I know love
And welcome back. You just listened to Right Here by SWV. And now it is time for Favorites in One's POV. We will introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And today I'm going to introduce to you a song about spring, because that has been something that we've been talking about all day long with our spring 봄나물 and with all the spring flowers popping up when Jeff was here. And now we're going to talk about a song about spring. It's amazing how the sunny weather and blooming flowers can change everything. Plus, slipping into our spring wardrobe makes us feel unstoppable. To top it all off, we just need a great playlist filled with spring jams, which is another word for songs. There's nothing quite like music to boost the vibe and make everything feel awesome. So today's song is titled Flowers by The Emotions. A wonderful R&B song with some great harmonies, which reflects the impact of destiny and the origin of light, love, and life. The Emotions was an all-female soul, disco, and R&B singing group that was most successful during the late 1970s and 1980s. The group was formed in their hometown of Chicago, Illinois in 1968 and originally consisted of the three Hutchinson sisters, all the children of Joseph and Lillian Hutchinson. So this song, Flowers, is the perfect song to welcome spring. With its warm harmonies and uplifting lyrics, it captures the feeling of renewal and joy that comes with the season. The song talks about how love, like flowers, needs care and time to grow. It's a reminder that beautiful things in life, whether relationships, dreams, or even personal growth, flourish when we nurture them. Just like how spring brings new beginnings, this song encourages us to embrace positivity and cherish the good things blooming around us. The Emotions' smooth vocals and soulful melodies make this song, Flowers, a timeless classic. Their music blends elements of gospel, R&B, and disco, creating a sound that's both comforting and energizing. Even decades later, their songs continue to resonate with listeners, proving that great music never fades. So as you enjoy the fresh spring air and longer days, let this song Flowers be the soundtrack of your season. So now up next, we'll keep the good vibes going with the song Flowers by The Emotions.
This is the time. Let that flower bloom all over you. Ooh. Brothers, come together in love. You see, it's like a flower sent from above. Let that flower bloom all over you and me, all over the world. Do you know what I mean?
And welcome back. You just listened to Flowers by The Emotions, the song that we just mentioned for Favorites in One's POV. And now it is time for our show to almost end. Let me ask you one more time the question of the day and text topic. What is your favorite spring green? 가장 좋아하는 봄나물은 무엇인가요? And we have a message here from our app from Spring0523님, Spring0523님 saying 냉이요. 냉이 is Spring0523's favorite 봄나물. We also have another message here from 감사의 나무 saying 미나리 쪄서 먹어도 전에 넣어도 무침 요리에 넣어도 향끝. 혈관 청소에 도움이 되어 저의 최애 나물. 영화 제목도 있지 않아요? Yes, there is a movie called Minari with Steven Yeun there. And what Kamsae Namu said was Minari, it's fragrant whether you steam it, add it to pancakes, or add it to seasoned dishes. It helps cleanse the blood vessels also. Very nice. So that's why it is Kamsae Namu's favorite vegetable. We also have another message here from Lin님 saying 돌나물이라고 아시나요? 새콤하게 먹는 돌나물의 제 최애입니다. And yes, we did talk about 돈나물 for our Listomania, but 돈나물 and 돌나물 are names that you can call it the same way. And when we're talking about it in Listomania, I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever had 돈나물. But when I looked up the picture for 돌나물, and I was like, oh, I know that. I've had it a lot. And it's so nice, and when you just eat it raw, and it's like crispy and nice, asak, right? So yes, it's a very good thing to eat. I went to a traditional Korean restaurant and they had it and it was very delicious. So yes, everyone, that was our topic for today, our favorite spring greens. And as we move on to spring, I hope that you're able to find all these 봄나물 at the mart or market or even 시장 and have fun with those new ingredients in your kitchen. And now, unfortunately, it is time to wrap up the show. I've been your host, Kimberly. Here's the last song titled Feelings by Shirley Bassey Gay. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Nothing more than feelings, trying to forget my feelings of love. Teardrops rolling down on my face, trying to forget my feelings of love. Feelings for all my life I feel it. I wish I'd never met you.
like I'll never have you again in my heart. Feelings for my life, I feel it. I wish I'd never met you. You'll never come again. Feelings like I've never lost you, and feelings like I'll never have you again.